Ottawa performs brilliantly defensively on this night in the shutout win. We got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more coming up on the other side. Stay with us. You know, and I want to say this. I want to go back to the whole notion and the conversation about the sophomore slump, because from what I've seen so far in his second year, that does not exist. Does not exist so far from this young forward, right? I mean, he shows up and he competes, and the consistency in his game. Look, it's a long season, I get it, and a lot can happen between now and the finish line. But to me right now, the idea of a sophomore slump, yeah, preposterous. How does that sound, all right? Is that convincing enough for you? Preposterous. I just love that word. But anyway, no sophomore slump here, okay? Let's move on. Back to the phones we go. Levi, how are you? Ray Ferraro joins us here on the line there. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
We had a chance to see a couple of different looks from the squad at morning skate. What was your takeaway from that?
Well, I think everybody's focused in on that top line. The first line now contains the rookie who has shown some real good offensive instincts, and this will be a great chance for him to play in that spot tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he responds in that offensive role. He's going to get those minutes, and we'll see how things kind of play out. A couple of other things that... All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Devils went toe-to-toe on the road against the Blues. St. Louis teed up a victory in a tightly contested affair. The Flyers took on the Sabres. Buffalo played a tight one, and they were able to pull it out in the end. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. Ray Ferraro with us here on the show. How are you?
Doing all right.
Did you miss me?
No, not at all.
I love the honesty. This is why... Welcome back to the show, everybody. James Cebulski with you, and as promised, my broadcast partner in crime, Ray Ferraro, who I know has missed me so much, joins us on the line. How are you, man?
I have not missed you at all, James. Not at all. Doing good, though. Doing good, man.
Awesome. Are you not surprised at the conversation already surrounding the Calder here after the first month?
A little bit, but I think it's because these kids come into the NHL now and they're better prepared to perform and produce than they've ever been. I mean, this is just a few weeks into the season, and you've got people so excited about the way these kids play, and in particular, the rookie here has been outstanding. Man, there's a long way to go, but he's a front runner already.
Yeah, no, he has looked really impressive in the eyes. And you know, we've talked about him a lot in the broadcasts, and he has certainly been an encouragement. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Avalanche played a game against the Predators. Nashville toasts the opposition thanks to a defensive clinic in their own end in the shutout victory. The Rangers took to the road to match up with the Stars. Dallas perfect in their own end. They get the clean sheet, better known as the shutout win. The Bees battled it out against the Lightning. Boston topples the opposition thanks to coming up big in the shootout. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even think about leaving us. And I'll be very curious to see how the youngster goes into his sort of baptism of fire with this rivalry. I mean, you think of the history between these two teams, no love lost between either side. The fans always get amped up for this one. This is going to be a different adjustment for the intensity as to what this youngster's going to be used to from some of the other games that he has played to this point. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really curious to see how he responds to the challenge here. Now, some of the other key matchups as we look ahead. And hey, a nice little feather in the cap with the rookie as he manages to notch his 10th career goal here in the show. And so, hey, look, he's not catching Gretzky anytime soon, but at the same time, it's still a very respectable number. He's into double digits now for his career in the NHL with his 10th. All right, elsewhere around the National Hockey League, a couple of other stories. Now, if you're looking for a consolation prize despite the loss, look at the way the youngster played. Oh, boy, I really thought he was one of the best players out there, and when you go into a... Welcome back, Ray Ferraro here to the show. How are you?
I'm good. Looking forward to a little turkey dinner on American Thanksgiving pretty quick here.
Yes, and don't forget the gravy, my friend. Always double up on the gravy,
oh,
right?
I don't know about that.
Come on. Gravy's the best thing about a Thanksgiving dinner. Hey, listen, this is always kind of the magical date sometimes when it comes to playoff teams and trying to get a gauge of a body of work from a Calder standpoint. Where does the kid sit in your mind?
Oh, I've been really impressed with him, James. I think he sits near the top group of the rookies here that will likely get voted on at the Calder Trophy at the end of the year. Now you're a couple of months into this. You're into the meat of the season, and he's not really taken a back step.
No, he's been right there. No, I totally agree. Again, I want to get back to this gravy thing, though. How are you not in love with gravy? Obviously, a lot of people curious with the rookie watch going on as to who will be the NHL's top rookie this year, and two of these go head-to-head tonight. Now, my little birds, my little spies within the room told me that prior to this one, the coaching staff has actually challenged their young Tick, tick, tick. Closer and closer to this big game edition. How do you approach it, Ray?
For me, I was always a detail guy. I made sure my sticks were done, and I was sitting in the room and thinking about it. Other guys, they just kind of hang out in the bowl and they listen to music. I kind of think their way's better, actually. Less stress.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Windy City. We're in Chi-Town. Some of the best restaurants and always a lot of action on the ice here tonight. Both teams seem ready, and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff. The Blackhawks get off to a good start as they win the opening faceoff. Great stick work with the steal. Puck picked up by Drysdale. Feeds it to Vetrano. Picks off the pass. Moves inside. The Ducks have it from their own end. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut.
I'm not sure how he kept up to that shot right from the slot area, James, but man, he flashed the leather. He made the save, no rebound to boot.
Lots of time left in this period. The game is still scoreless. Puck scooped up by Fowler. Oh, what a save by Korpisalo.
Fowler's return to the lineup certainly gives his team some added boost in offense as he gets a dangerous shot right off the hop.
The Ducks looking against the half wall. Oh, and a misfire as that goes right out of the zone. Gibson's going to hang on for a whistle. With a stoppage in play, it's time now to look at our pound-for-pound matchup.
This is going to be a highly entertaining game, James, because when you're a rookie, you know all of the rookies in the league, and you know who you're fighting against to try and get that coveted Calder Trophy. And guess what? Tonight it's a showdown. Let the game begin.
Johnson's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. And won the defensive zone draw. Here's a chance to clear the puck from his own end. And they take care of business on the play. Drives to the paint. Nothing.
Real difficult to get to the middle of the ice. Often you pay the price, and he's got a golden opportunity from the slot area and just misses.
Denied that one.
Korpisalo's able to deny that scoring chance right from the slot area, James. That's a beautiful one.
And that's turned aside. Both sides are evened up now as the power play expires. And he takes the dish. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. Doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Great save by Gibson.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
Sends the pass over. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Quick feed to Robert. On the attack along the boards. The Ducks have it against the wall. Takes the bank pass feed. Sends it into the offensive zone. Angles it over to Johnson. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Reads the pass perfectly and takes it off. And that's off a stick. From the point, they take control of it. Through center along the wing. Fires it into the offensive zone. Chicago's got the puck along the wall. Picked up along the boards by Robert. Handles it along the blue line. It's back-to-back tally.
Yeah, and they've been chopping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heel. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum.
More than half the period has expired. Chicago's got a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it. And after the draw at center, they've got a hold of the puck. He grabs the puck here at the point. Denies him! And he loses control here. Scooped up along the wall by Fowler. What a steal in his own end. Tries to get the puck over to Jones.
I'm going to guess that he's going to look to drive the net and shoot the puck, given that he's 1 goal away from his next milestone.
Here's a shot. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. To the front. And they got caught up in traffic and hits a stick. Puck grab by Leeson. Inside the offensive zone. Great poke check on the reach. Into the offensive zone. And that's picked off by Fowler. Passes the puck over to Drysdale.
Last minute of play.
There's the buzzer. Fans seem to enjoy that first 20 minutes. We'll get to the second period right after both teams get a chance to catch their breath. Stick around. Fans are back in their seats, and let's see where the action picks up here in period number 2. Well, Cheryl, already a third of this one played. What do you make of this one?
Anaheim's behind in this game, James, because they simply haven't had the puck. They've got to do a better job of closing on it and holding it when they get it.
Takes it to the front, and he gets just enough of it to keep it out for the back of the net. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Pushes it across to Robert. Chicago's gained possession along the boards. Moves it to Butcher. Gaining momentum along the wing. Sends it in deep. The Ducks take possession in the defensive end. Terry's got it across the line. Snaps one on net. Oh, he got a piece of it to keep it out. Scores! And that one going off the defender for an own goal. The Ducks needed that, Cheryl, and they seem to have some life now.
Well, they've shortened the deficit, and there's nothing better to get you back in the game than 1 goal to put themselves on their toes. But again, they're going to have an attack mentality if they want to get an equalizer.
Puck exits the zone. And now it's to Silverberg. Anaheim's got it along the wall. Went for the dirty dangle, and it goes sideways.
Silverberg's so difficult to stop in tight, and he's got magic hands, but unfortunately this time it doesn't go his way as he tries to get a little nifty. sometimes simple is the best way to go.
Moves the puck along the half wall. Scrum along the wall. Anaheim's got a hold of the puck now. And he takes the feed. Takes the feed in the middle of the neutral zone. Trying to get back on the attack now. Sends a pass over. Anaheim's got control of it now from their own end. Here they come up along the wing. Gets the full use of his stick on the poke check. More than half the period has gone by. Hope you're enjoying this one. Anaheim's got a one-goal lead. The Ducks win it. Lets the wrister fly. Oh, what a save as he gets that one, too.
When the puck's in the low slot, the goaltender gets right out next to the shooter and makes the save. Murphy's body language says it all. He is frustrated, and anytime you're on a team, you want to contribute, especially when you know what you can do. You're a confident player, but all of a sudden, the stick gets a little bit tighter. Habits are a great thing. Numbers are another.
Chicago's got a hold of the puck. And now he moves it quickly to Butcher. Here they come inside the neutral zone. The Ducks gain possession along the wall. Drives it to the crease. And he hangs on to the puck. And he slides it quickly to Domi. Chicago's in now. Long reach breaks up the momentum. Quick pass to Robert. Fantastic save.
A timely save is everything to your team, and this goaltender, he bails his team out.
Moves it quickly over to Robert. On the rebound, he pops it.
Oh, he burns the goaltender on that one. Picks up the rebound and buries it home. Boy, looks frustrated now. James knows that you got to redirect that puck to a safe spot.
Chicago's push in the offensive end gets them the equalizer they needed.
Yeah, and with impeccable timing, too, James. Yeah, at the end of the period, you always know you want to maintain your composure, but you also want to create a ton of energy. You don't want to be scored on, but you certainly want to score a goal. They did just that. They got themselves back at evens in this game.
As a safety issue and courtesy to you, our fellow fans, please keep the aisles clear during gameplay.
Well, Cheryl, what are your thoughts on this conversation right now we're witnessing between the coach and the youngster?
James, I think that the coach is reiterating to the rookie, listen, we're getting in the offensive zone. We've held sustained pressure. We're owning the boards, but we got to find a way to get to the middle of the ice. And often you just need a reminder to drive the paint, to attack. Have that mentality. It's got to be killer instinct.
Battle along the wall. And the puck's kicked free. Here's a chance to get it out of their own end. Then they get the puck out, and they needed that.
They certainly did. This PK unit has been on fire. They get the clear. That's one. You kill valuable time. That's two. And now three, you can contest the entry. That's a great play all the way around.
Tries to the sweet spot. And that ricochets off the twig in front. Puck moved back to the neutral zone. The Blackhawks gain possession. Handles the puck. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Great save! The Ducks will kill off a few extra seconds now. Looking to clear the defensive zone. And that's out of the zone. The Blackhawks have it now. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Cutting to the slot. Blocker saved by Gibson.
Roberts' pass was so difficult, James. I mean, he stumbles, so he's off balance, and he's still able to corral the puck and get it off with precision to the shooter. That leads to a great scoring chance.
Here's a short pass to Janssen. Fires it! One save and just enough of it.
Henrique's been lighting the lamp with this point streak, playing so confident. He knows where he is on the ice, and it just seems that every time it makes its way towards the net, the puck's going in.
Still plenty of time left in this frame. The next goal could be a big one as we are tied. The Senators will fly it into the dot. The Ducks win the draw here in their own end. Picking up momentum across the zone here on the right side. Fires it on net. Off the mask of the goaltender. Boy, right between the eyes.
Well, fortunate for him that these masks are made so well nowadays because he just got his bell rung.
Quick feed to Robert. There's a save. Maintains possession of the puck along the blue line. And now it's grabbed by Silverberg. Anaheim's got it across the line. And he's knocked off the puck there. Nice feed from the right wing.
Roberts has been showing his creativity tonight, his ability to open up the ice and create lanes all around him. And this is generating offense. And the coverage doesn't know what to do because they're typically used to seeing him attacking the net himself.
McTavish has got it in the offensive zone. And that goes off someone in front and doesn't reach the net. Jones moves it into the attacking end. Shot! Oh, my goodness, what a stop!
That's unbelievable, James. I have no idea how he got to that.
And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down.
Tries to feed it over to Silverberg. Takes it into the slot. Oh, denies them with the paddle save. Moves the puck over to Domi. And that's some great pressure in the offensive end by Hall. Carries the puck inside the neutral zone. Still has possession. Well, partner, who wins the pound-for-pound matchup tonight?
Roberts definitely been the better player tonight, James, when you look at the matchup. Just look at the puck on his stick, the way he's created, the way he's opened up lanes. Just look at his point projection, and it tells a story.
The Blues roll into town next on this homestand, and this should be a fascinating matchup the way these two teams line up against each other. Chicago's looking to close things out here late in this third period as they continue to lead. Feeds it on over to Silverberg. Here they come down the right side and on the attack. Too much congestion blocks the shot. Now a quick pass to Robert. The Blackhawks gain the zone. Anaheim's looking to break out of their own end. Lacomb's moving the puck through his own zone. Under a minute to play in this dandy. And that goes off a body. Chicago's got it along the wall. From right out of midair, he bats it down. Solid check to slow him down. The Ducks get a hold of the puck along the boards. Dishes it to Strome. Here's a chance. And there's a blocker stop by Korpisalo. Net is empty. The extra attacker is now out on the ice. Slides the puck over. Fires to the empty net. Scores into the empty net. Counter, I feel like you must have had a few empty netters in your day.
Oh, yeah, this guy was on the back end. I didn't have hands, so when I scored one, listen, I celebrated. I was down and out, fist pumping everywhere, even when it was the empty net.
Well, the rookie's had himself a pretty good night, and it looks like even the coach agrees with that assessment.
Gotta say, James, that's a great feeling on both sides for the coach to be able to give that positive reinforcement and for the player to come back to the bench and get the tap. Because you know that those earlier instructions are easier said than done. But the rookie nailed it, and they get rewarded when they get back to the bench.
Final horn sounds, bringing this one to a close. Anaheim's result is a disappointing one for the club. They were right there in it. They pulled the goal. I mean, this wasn't a two-goal game.
No, it wasn't. I mean, the deficit was only one. But yeah, as the game's winding down, you got to look for an advantage, and it's pulling your goaltender that's going to give you it. They just didn't work out.
Welcome back to the show, everyone, and we got a new front runner based on that performance with the rookie watch, right? I mean, what a performance. The coaching staff challenged him before this one. They challenged him to see if he could outshine the other dynamic freshman. And I'll tell you what, results don't lie in this one. The body of the work says that the kid clearly was the better one in this little battle within the game tonight. All right, time for a quick little break. We're coming back with much more. Very intriguing signing there. I'd be very curious to see how that pans out. I would make that move myself. All right, let's get back to the ice, and phone lines are open here. The Beast is in High River. Did you guys weather those storms that look like we're rolling through your area?
No, we can survive any storm out here.
Of course you can. What's on your mind tonight?
I'm liking our rookie. You know, he just seems to be
Okay, everybody, let's take a quick look at some of the final scores around the league tonight. The Wild played a game against the Oilers. Edmonton peppered the opposition goaltender early and often winning big. The Penguins took to the road to match up with the Panthers. Pittsburgh toasts their opponents thanks to a brilliant effort between the pipes in the shutout win. The Blues had their hands full with the Blue Jackets. Columbus pulled this one out with a strong defensive effort. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more here on the show.
Excited, the sound of giants, we can't keep this quiet. Ooh, I kinda like it, gets me excited.
Later in the show, we'll catch up with former NHLer Alan McCauley. We'll get his thoughts on the game. Meantime, hey, look, they are struggling here locally, trying to shake that 5-game losing streak, and they will take any way possible. The coaching staff pulling aside the rookie and having a long conversation, I was told, to where, hey, look, where can you be better? Where can this team be better? And where can you help this team end this slide? And they obviously believe in the rookie. They see a lot of confidence in him. And now they're going to give that opportunity to see if he can step up and try to help lead this team to victory. All right, time for a quick break. We were coming back. So they moved to 3 points back in the standings. Meantime, here locally, the losing streak, the bleeding continues. What can you say? And, you know, one of the storylines we were kind of paying attention to was the much talked about conversation that the coaching staff had with a youngster in hopes that he could kind of respond and help kind of spark this team in the right direction. It ultimately didn't happen. I'm not saying that the rookie was the reason why they lost, but you still need a little bit more, right? There's more to give. There's a reason why he made this team. And look, I want to bring it back to him for a second here because, look, it has been a little too long that we're having this conversation about a pointless streak. At some point, you got to contribute. And I know they've tried different things. I know he's been working on it in practice, but he is clearly snake-bitten out there. And I don't know what the answer is. You just simply got to ride it out. But it hurts the team. I mean, they look to him to contribute, and this is just not happening right now. That's got to be insanely frustrating, not just for him, but for his teammates, his coaching staff. I mean, they see it. They're seeing it right now. We're all seeing it from the stands and from the broadcast booth, for that matter. And that's one of the things that when you look at this team as a whole, great night to be on the couch and watching hockey. Tons of scores around the league. Let's take a look at what went down. The Blue Jackets had an on-ice collision with the Oilers. Columbus tightened it up about as good as they can with the shutout win. The Blues were in a dogfight on the road against the Flames. Calgary plastered the opposition with goals, and even more goals. The Capitals were hoping to fly high on the road against the Wild. Minnesota tightens it up when they needed to most, and they preserve the victory. A very special guest drops by on the show, and we'll do that next. And if you want to find another area for positivity here, because I like to talk about positivity, right? Like feel-good stuff. And how about him finally ending his pointless streak? I mean, this thing was going on way too long for anybody's liking. I know he was feeling it as well, and I think that's got to be a huge sigh of relief for him to finally deliver with a point, because, man, it was long overdue. You look at some of the other numbers in this one here as well. You know, when you think of what the expectations were going in with this young player, and look what he's done up front, right? I mean, to me, I've seen a complete game from him. To me, I think he's further ahead than a lot of people expected. You know, there were expectations on him to deliver, but I like his game. I like what I've seen offensively. I like what I've seen in his own end. To me, he's lived up to the hype. To me, he's been the real deal. I've been really impressed, and let's see how he grows, you know, beyond here. But health permitting, I think they've got themselves a keeper of a player and a key piece of this franchise for many years to come with this forward mix. All right, back to the phones we go. We got Johnny. All right, 5 minutes past the hour. Let's bring Ray Ferraro into the conversation. Where do we find you today?
Right on the phone, James.
I should not have asked. What do you think? Are we going to see a busy trade deadline here?
I think we are. Man, there's just so many teams bunched up around the cut line. I think they're all going to try and find a way to improve their stock going into the final race of the season.
Yeah, before we kind of talk about some of those names in play, the Calder race is getting a lot of conversation here locally. The kid here, is he in that conversation?
James, not for me. I think he's fallen off the pace here a little bit. He's had some moments in this season where you go, you know what, he's got a chance at this Calder. But right now, I think his up and down nature of the season has dropped him off the lead pack.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. Just the wild, kind of a roller coaster season for him as a kid. One of the other races I wanted to ask you a little bit about. I don't know. For me, as a youngster, 30 career goals, that's got to feel good. You know, that's got to feel really nice to be able to score 30 already in the show, this young in your career, going in the right direction. 30 goals, congratulations, because that is well-deserved, and you get a hat tip on my part from over here in the studio, in the nice, cozy confines anyway. Still to come here on the show, we will get to the phones. As they get ready for the next game here locally. And I'll tell you what, an interesting story, and I've had a couple people ask me about this on social media. There was a conversation at the rink with the captain pulling aside the youngster. I really liked hearing this, because the captain kind of went, and from what I understand, challenged the rookie to help lead this team to a much stronger finish. Like, this has been a lost season. That's the reality, right? But as opposed to going out with a whimper, Go out with a bang here. How do you respond? And I'll tell you what, that's a sign of not only the coaching staff and the organization seeing something in the youngster, but that's his peers, that's his teammates, and a leader like the captain to step up and have that conversation. Got a lot of props on that. We are now in the back half of period number 3. Welcome to those viewers just joining us and tuning in right now. And we are all tied up at 2 goals apiece. Sends one up to Robert. St. Louis takes possession at center. Folks into the offensive zone now on the attack. And it banks off a stick in traffic. The Blackhawks move the puck in the defensive zone. Kurashev's got it against the boards. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. Shot! And that caroms off a body in the lane. Moves it to Reichel. Good heads-up defensive play as he extends the stick. And he takes a shot. That's off a stick. Quick pass to Verona. Enters the offensive zone from the left. Handles the puck at the point. Makes the save, but barely with that one.
Korpisalo's been outstanding tonight, James. I mean, he's made the saves he's had to and really given his team an opportunity to win. You can't ask for more than that.
Carolina's up next on the schedule. Tickets still available. Go to the box office, or you can get them online. Here in the late goings of the period, we are all tied up in this one. The Blues win the faceoff. And he keeps possession. Here we go. Puck's in deep. Slides it quickly for Hall. The Blues take possession in the neutral zone. Pass to Hayes. Almost down to the final minute here in this third. Gains the zone from the right side. Shot! Oh, great save by Bennington. The Blues take over on possession. Across the line from center. Oh, wow! Look at this! Answered the call on that play. And that will close the book on this one here tonight. St. Louis gets the win in a total. I'm a little perplexed. Am I the only one who didn't drink crazy juice this morning? Come on, we go to the High River, the Beast. Tell me you're sane here, right?
Well, you know, it's a loss. Our rookie does some things in his own end that you don't see on the stat sheet, but the guy does the job when he has to. I know we don't.
Let's check in on some of the final scores across the league tonight. The Sharks took to the ice for a collision with the Kraken. San Jose put on a show offensively in the win. The Jets were hoping to play spoiler against the Stars. Winnipeg too much to handle in the shootout as they come away with the win. The Canadiens took to the ice to battle the Islanders. Montreal pops like pop. Continuing our conversation with Ray Ferraro for just a couple more minutes here. You get a vote for the Calder, right?
Yes, I do.
And where are you leaning, can I ask?
I think there's 2 or 3 guys now that I've narrowed my sights on, and
Okay.
the rookie here is one of them. I've just been so impressed with the way that he's been able to perform and produce consistently through this season. He's an electric player.
Well, it's how many times his name comes up when we're in the middle of a broadcast, right?
Yeah, a pretty unscientific way to look at it, but it's true. I mean, there are games where I don't hear you say a player's name, and I'm like, man, that guy hasn't done anything. We hear him a lot. He's been an impactful player for us.
All right, let's go around the horn and see what happened elsewhere around the NHL tonight. The Habs faced off with the Red Wings. Montreal takes this one in the shootout and the extra point to go with it. The Predators were on the road up against the Penguins. Nashville played maybe one of their strongest games of the year at both ends of the ice and get the win. The Sabres were in a dogfight on the road up against the Lightning. Tampa Bay terrorizes their opponents with the win. Don't even think about touching that dial or touching that button. We've got plenty more on the ice. Well, not exactly the finish to the season that I think everybody was wanting. And, you know, there was an interesting conversation going back not too long ago where the leadership group and the captain kind of pulled the youngster aside and said, hey, look, I want you to finish strong. Hey, you're a young guy. You got fresh legs. Let's see how you can do and try to help get this team going in the right direction. And you know what? I really liked the way the kid played down the stretch. Unfortunately, the team did not go as he did. They struggled as a squad, but if you want to look at encouraging signs down the stretch, they've got something to build on with this youngster going forward because I really like the way he responded. Meanwhile, when you look at the race for the league MVP, first career goal, 34 goals scored, 50 points. And the Calder Trophy. You know, and I think if you want to bring it back to him on the ice, look, I think to me, he showed a lot, especially how he finished too last year. There's a lot of potential there. And I'd be curious to see what sort of strides he can make this year on the ice, because to me, I think there are some flashes that we saw last year that show me that he has the capability to maybe be that franchise cornerstone player and be that key player that this franchise could long for years and years to come. I think he's got that potential. I mean, until you know, you don't know. But there's something special with this kid. Let's see if he can put it all together and take that next stride here for this upcoming season. But I like what they've got in him. They've got themselves something special in my mind. All right, you look at the rest of this roster though, and and the whole narrative and the expression being good in the room, right? You know, chemistry is important with a team. You know, how many times have we seen teams that are absolutely stacked with talent and they fall apart? Why? Because there was just a disconnect within the room. And I know with some reporters and some of the media members asking the kid, saying, hey, you know what, how do you endear yourself to teammates more? I don't know if there's ever really an answer. I mean, you can go out and, try to be the best player you can be. That's one way to do it. Personally speaking, I think another great way to do it is buying everybody pizza. Because you know who likes pizza? Everybody, right? Everybody loves pizza. Let's go back to the phones here. Let's go to Brent. Brent is on line 3.